This is Dunk's new motor. It's a 2011 Volkswagen Passat estate, and in this video, I'm gonna review it. So, starting off here at the front of this thing then, and well, I can't lie, it's a very smart, sleek and stylish design. This being a 2011 model means it was the post-facelift one, and I can't lie, it doesn't look too dissimilar to current Passats. Underneath the bonnet, we've got a 2-litre Bluemotion diesel engine, which puts out 138 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in roughly 10 seconds, and it drives the front two wheels via a 6-speed automatic gearbox. Moving down to the side profile now, and once again, it looks sleek, it looks stylish, it's great. Everything right the way through, from the creases in the bodywork to the door mirrors, which are only electrically adjustable, don't fold electrically, alright. And even the shiny bits of chrome we've got round the windows, privacy glass for the rearmost ones, of course. Roof bars as well, nice and solid, like them. Also a huge fan of the alloy wheels, nice 5-spoke design. Right sort of size, not too big, not too small, great. Here at the rear of the Passat then, and well, once again, that smart sort of design, which I'll reference around the front of the vehicle, just continues right the way through things like the badges and lights, everything really. So it's got a slight sporty edge, with a bit of a spoiler type dealio and twin exhaust. While we're down here, I think it's also worth mentioning, well, the rear parking sensors, but also that when these things are fitted with a tow bar, they can tow up to 2,200 kilograms, which is probably about the weight of this car, to be fair. Let's take a little look at the boot now. So if we open this fella up, then we find that it's full. But listen, I'll overlay a picture of what this boot looks like empty, and well, what you are seeing is 603 litres of cargo capacity. Compare that to the Outlander's 591 litres. This thing's got a bloody big boot. As far as features are concerned, well, you have got numerous tie-down anchor points. You've also got places to hang shopping off of, and even tabs to release the rear seats, which apparently work very well indeed. Furthermore, there is a 12-volt socket tucked in here, and yeah, bit of a load lip, but there is also a scuff plate so that you shouldn't scratch your outer paintwork too much. That being said though, the rear bumper is quite large, and so realistically I don't know how effective this would be, but nevertheless it will go at least some way to stopping you from ruining said paintwork. And what a nice paintwork it is, you know, it's a really nice grey metallic, or silver metallic, sorry. Anyway, after that little blunder, let's go hop on the back seats. Oh gosh, it's a long way down. That's the trouble when you go from a high-up SUV to, an estate car. Nice that the doors open wide for you though, that is a bonus. You also got lots of squidgy materials everywhere, so that no matter where your arm is going to be, that's quite high up, but no matter where your arm's going to be, you know, nice feeling materials. Handle is made of plastic, but it's proper sturdy stuff, that's not too bad. Fabric here as well, very nice, huge fan of that. Some scratchy stuff's down here, but man, that ain't that bad. We've got felt-lined door bins, by the way, well nice, so shove a tiny Tim in there, fits in no problemo. Average size water bottle. Oh, that's a little bit squidged, but that's more the felt lining, to be honest, which of course reduces the amount of rattling noises you get. And then this big flask doesn't fit, believe it or not. Oh, that's interesting. Will it fit in the central armrest though? That's the $1 million question. Yes, of course it does, because as you can see, these bits actually move, allowing you to fit no matter what size of the bottle is. Yeah, so huge fan of these cup holders, huge fan of the central armrest in general. You know, that is a really nice design. I really like the way that they've done it. You've even got storage under here, again, felt lined so that stuff ain't going to rattle around. Shame that the cup holders eat into a bit of that space, but realistically, you know, if they didn't pop out here, then they'd just be embedded in there, so actually not losing anything really. I don't like the way you put these away, because you have to exert quite a bit of pressure to put them in, and then physically push that flap down. I don't know whether it's just this particular... See what I mean? that was impromptu, by the way. Didn't mean for that to happen, but yeah, it's a right faff. I don't know whether it's just this particular car or whether it's just all Passats of this generation, but either way, in fact, no, I'm not even going to do it again because that's well annoying. What isn't well annoying, though, is the through loading. So if I pull this, central bit folds down. I've got through loading so you can put poles and planks of wood and whatnot coming through here. That's a nice feature, something which we didn't have on the Outlander. And very nice indeed. As far as comfort is concerned on this central seat, well, it is rather firm, I can't lie, particularly the backrest. That is very firm indeed. But as for headroom, actually, headroom is remarkably good in this central seat. What's not quite so good, though, is the huge hump in the floor which you have to straddle. I don't know why it's so big. This thing's front-wheel drive, so in theory, it shouldn't have a gear shaft run into the rear, should it? But no, huge, great big hump. That's the biggest hump I've ever had to straddle. And don't you dare take that the wrong way. Anyway, yeah, let's move it on swiftly. Sat on the outermost seats, then, you know, life's a dream, really. You got tons of headroom, really remarkable, that is. This is an estate car, it's supposed to be lower down, but no, got plenty of headroom. In terms of knee room, well, this seat is quite far back, to be fair, and I can't even make my knees touch it even if I want to. You know, that's how much legroom you've got. That's the bonus of having such a long car. I can also stretch my feet out a decent way under there. My legs are almost straight. There is something preventing me from going all the way. Probably the fact that these seats aren't mounted up as far to give you that general clearance that you had in the Outlander. But just generally, because of how far forward the seat is, yeah, I can stretch my legs out plenty far enough. Interestingly enough, you can't adjust these seats at all. So, you know, you can't adjust how far you're reclined, you can't adjust where the seat base is or anything, you can't adjust the height of them, nothing. So, not quite sure what that's all about, but to be fair, this is the right sort of angle, the right sort of height. Yeah, these are put in exactly the right place, so I don't see why you'd actually need to adjust them, but just a little thing that I thought I'd point out. Got electric windows, by the way. Just a quick side note, while the rear windows do go a decent way down, there is still a bit of glass left protruding out, which is annoying, particularly if you're the sort of person who likes to rest your arm out the window. However, the front ones, they do go all the way down. There's no annoying lip or anything there, meaning that you ain't going to catch your arm on it like you did with the Outlander. Bye then. Only other thing to mention back here is the fact that we've got a 12-volt socket. Very nice indeed. No other real features back here. I mean, you've got vents, but you can't adjust the temperature or anything, merely the fan speed. No, it's nice having a 12-volt socket there. It would be even better, though, if you had, like, USBs or something, because realistically no one these days really even knows what a 12-volt socket is. You know, these millennials. Which I say that I'm one of them. Anyway, listen, enough blabbering on. Let's go sit in the front. Ow. Okay, so, listen, here in the front then, once again, we've got really comfortable seats, squidgy materials in all the right places. Once again, door bins aligned with the lovely felt stuff. Let me just test to see what sort of size bottles we can get. So, Tiny Tim, average. And then, will the flask fit in the front? The flask fits in the front. Will it fit in the central console? Yes, it does. Which will mean that this lot will also fit perfectly. However, if you don't want this sort of little space type area in here, then you can slide this across and have someone drive through your shop. It is a public car park, though, you know. Because, anyway. Just have a little look in the glove box then. As you can see, it is nicely dampened. It's also lined with that lovely felt stuff as well. And furthermore, right, it's air conditioned, so you can blow some nice cold air in there and keep things cool, such as a bottle, if necessary. Anyway, you've also got further storage, very practical car. There's further storage in this little section here, and a 12-volt socket as well. Other than that, though, I'm not seeing any other sort of USBs or anything like that, to be honest. Which, yeah, ain't great. Let's just have a little check in here, though. Yes, again, there's no USBs, no 12-volt sockets, no nothing in this central sort of storage space. However, what it lacks in terms of charging devices ability-ness, it makes up for in comfort. It's an armrest, because that is a very nice, big, comfortable armrest, I can't lie. Just generally, it's quite a nice, comfortable position here, with the squidgy materials, of course, all around here, and also on the dash as well, forgot to mention that. In terms of the actual dashboard, well, you've got a semi-digital driver's display. It's a very similar setup to what we had in the Outlander, only I think this one actually looks a little bit smarter and a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit more modern than the one in the Outlander, which is kind of ironic considering that this thing is nearly 2 years older. But no, listen, the dashboard with this thing has not aged in the same way that the Outlanders has, so I'll take my hat off to VW. Well done with that. In terms of other things in this sort of general driving area, well, you have got paddle shifters. Although, to be fair, the majority of the time we ain't going to be using them, you know, just going to be running it in normal comfort drive, you know, because we want the fuel economy. That's one of the main reasons why we went for this car, you know, so, yeah, no, probably ain't going to be using them too much, but nevertheless, it's a nice feature to have. Also got cruise controls, and of course, there's a built-in speed limiter with that. Again, something we're probably not going to be using that much, but again, is a nice feature to have. A nice feature to have, which we are going to be using. Sunglasses holder. Boom. Look at that. Incredible. That's just a really nice touch, is that. Huge fan of that. Huge fan of the clock. The actual proper analog clock embedded into the dashboard. That is just such a premium feature. And likewise, there's this bit of trim that, you know, actually gives you this sort of stepped type dashboard design. It all just seems really smart and really premium, and genuinely, this might have a VW badge on here, but it doesn't feel like you're driving a VW. It feels like you're driving something like a Mercedes in terms of quality. Well, nice. In terms of infotainment systems, well, this is a slight downgrade, I can't lie. Only because, right, in the Outlander, we had a really cool screen which popped out and, you know, had loads of functionality. We were very much spoiled with that. Whereas this has just got a built-in stereo and then Bluetooth connectivity for your phone, which you actually do through the dashboard. That took quite a while for us to work out, but I got there in the end, you know. So yeah, so, you know, you've got some premium features, but it's not on the same sort of scale that we had in the Outlander. But like I said, we were very much spoiled with that car, I guess. Got auto start-stop functionality, auto hold functionality as well, and the only other button down here really to talk about is the one to turn the traction control off, which no one in their right mind is going to be doing it in any time soon. One thing that I don't like about manufacturers, and VW or the VW partnership group are particularly guilty for this, right, is having blanked out buttons. Like, it just makes you think, oh, well, you know, if I would have gone for a more higher spec model or a more higher spec vehicle, I would have got these extra buttons. But, you know, I guess it would be a right faff to actually get rid of them, you know, and what would you put in their place? So, you know, but I just wish there was some way to not have that, because, yeah, you look down and you think, oh, I've got that one feature. Anyway, on a slightly more enlightened note, let's talk about the vanity mirrors, which are illuminated from up here. Right, let me just do it on this side. Check that out. I've never seen a light come down from the ceiling like that. Yeah, just generally a really nice car to be in is this. And we are genuinely looking forward to owning it for the next couple of years. So, there you have it. That was a 2011 Volkswagen Passat estate. Let us know what you think of Dunk's new car in the comments area down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. Hit subscribe so you can tune in same time, same place next week for another amazing upload. But until then, wonderful people, take care. Bye for now.